It's another exciting episode of The Buzz on Agate Television, where we bring you all what's best in the world of entertainment, arts, culture, and gossip. I am still your lady from Galilee, Nigeria. And with me is...
Ernest Ate.
Oh, Ernest, it's good to see you today.
All right, nice to be here.
I'm sure you're breaking heart already. Our viewers be saying, fine Ernest, handsome Bobo.
Seriously?
Now, me no come. I'm already their favorite, so don't come and take me away from their heart. So please don't do that.
Of course, I'm not going to take you away from anybody.
Better. Okay, so we've got so many surprises coming your way today on The Buzz. We'll return shortly. Stay tuned. You are still tuned into The Buzz on Agate Television. Do well to follow us on all the social media handles displayed on your screens and join the conversation. Now let's get to what's making waves in the world of entertainment. Afrobeat sensation Tems has made history once again, claiming her second Grammy Award at the 67th Annual Recording Academy Awards. The Afrobeat star took home the trophy for Best African Music Performance with her hit song, Love Me, Jeje. In a fiercely competitive category dominated by Afrobeat heavyweights, Tems triumphed over some of the biggest names in the genre, including Burna Boy, Asake, and Wizkid with their collaboration MMS, and Yemi Alade alongside Chris Brown and his track Sensational featuring Davido and Lil J. This win cements Tems' place as a global force in music, and it's clear that her unique sound and talent are continuing to break boundaries. What a moment for Afrobeats, I would say. You know, when I saw that Nigerian artists, Afrobeat artists were the ones on that category, nominated for that category, I was saying, Yemi Alade, maybe Yemi Alade will win this one today, this time around, because she's been doing so much in music. But seeing Tems, I'm all for the ladies. I'm all for the ladies. It could have been our star, and I would still be glad. If it were Yemi Alade, I would still be happy. So far as my brother here, you and your fellow brothers out there did not clinch it.
Very well. I would like to say big congratulations to Tems. You know, it's not easy. She's been putting in the work from nowhere in the sense that so many people did not see it coming. Yes. All right. Somehow she's been the first to clinch two awards. All right. Yes. And it's really something that it's worth commending. Yes. You know, she's been putting in the work, and it's beginning to show that she's actually doing well. Yes. And then also worthy of note is the fact that this category was meant for the entire Africa. Yes. And then it was somehow predominantly dominated by Nigerian musicians, yes, which is actually also a thumbs up to the Nigerian music.
It does. You know, it's really beautiful that Afrobeat is just taking the world by storm. And when somebody was saying, okay, the song was more Amapiano than it was Afrobeat, I would still say that Afrobeat is the name for every sound coming out of Africa. So it doesn't matter whether you're from North Africa, whether you're from South Africa, whether Afrobeat, now we get down, now we they run this thing. Africa is Africa, regardless of what part of Africa you are coming from. So congratulations. Even if it were Burna Boy, don't mind me. Even if it were Burna Boy, I'll still celebrate. Even if it were Wizkid, I'll still celebrate them. So moving on, we'll go into our next entertainment news story for today.
All right, Carolina Hawkins, a talented Scottish-Nigerian actress, has courageously shared her poignant experiences with racism growing up in Nigeria. In a recent interview with Arise TV, she reviewed the painful struggles she faced in a mixed race as a mixed race child. She said, and I quote, "As a mixed race living in Nigeria who was brought up by her grandmother, I faced a lot of racism. Carolina said, the color of my skin and the texture of my hair was a big problem for me. I was bullied all through primary school to secondary school, so I had to learn how to defend and a doctorate degree from prestigious to prejudice. Her beauty and intelligence seemed to intimidate others, leading to hurtful criticism. She also faced stigma as a divorcee, highlighting the double standards and societal pressures that women often face. Through it all, she has emerged stronger, using her experiences to fuel her passion for acting and advocacy.
Carolina. Anyways, I will not, I don't want to invalidate her feelings or, you know, invalidate her experiences. Now, she experienced them, she knows exactly where it been they pinch her. But racism in Nigeria is strange. To say a mixed race person facing racism in Nigeria, I went to a school where I had mixed race classmates, and I can tell you for free that they were treated even better. Sometimes I will feel, okay, maybe it's because this person has maybe a curly, longer hair than my own afro, and that's why the person is being treated better than I was. So saying racism in Nigeria, about the divorce, I would understand. People like to, you know, stigmatize. There's this stigma around divorcees, especially women. Yeah. I would understand. But talking about racism in Nigeria, Carolina.
Like, I would like to agree with you because most often when we see people who are of mixed race, people tend to actually admire them a lot. So actually saying that people were actually discriminating her is actually, for me, it's coming as a surprise. But well, like you rightly said, you would know better than her. She's actually in the shoes, right? So if she says she was discriminated upon based on her racial background, we can't say otherwise.
We can't say
but
otherwise.
I said that this is coming as a shocker because it's something that you rarely see in Nigeria.
I shocked, so I think my mouth no feel close. I shock. Okay, let's just look at comments from Nigerians talking about this same matter. This one is from Trobob. Carolina, save your drama. Oh, this one is Davido's lyrics. Caroline, save your drama. We don't need it for the soap opera. We don't need them. True, we don't need it. This one is... Let's go to the next one. Let me not go and lost. Her experiences Dotun the Nigerian. Her experiences may be different, but one thing I know is that most mixed race students sort of get special treatments from almost everyone. I agree with this person. Let's look at other comments because you can't keep saying this thing. Nigerians and racism, you can't place them side. You know fit now. It's this one. Let's look at President Eniola. Caro, not being factual, mixed race gets so many preferential treatments in Nigeria. They bully you in school, work and marriage. They don't speak about their attitude. I will agree with this person. It could be her attitude, and she's actually a very beautiful woman. So maybe she expected the world to fall at her feet, and when that didn't happen, she went on saying, "Okay, I was bullied. I was this. I was that. I was discriminated."
Playing the racial card.
Yes, racial card. Playing to the gallery. They always love to do that. This one. Let's look at this one from Malcolm A.
All right. It says, "I can confidently tell you that mixed race students were treated like royalty, which makes me question the truth about every other thing she said."
Yes.
I think we mentioned that before.
Yes, we did. They were now. Let's look at other comments. Let's look at other comments from people. I don't think there's anybody that has agreed with Carolina. There's nobody that has agreed with her yet. Let's keep looking at comments. This one is from Cristiano. I doubt this. In my secondary school, there were several mixed-raced people, including a friend of mine, and they were all treated normal. Yeah, they're treated normal, sometimes better, sometimes normal. That's true.
All right, and then we have this comment from Dopamine, the fake. Nigeria that gives mixed and light-skinned people special treatment. Was she on about?
True. What is she on about? You should tell us. Let's look at other comments quickly before we wrap it up for this Caroline drama. Okay. Nigerians are not racist. Of course, I agree with this person. This one is from Owoduni. Kini, who they bully you? Racism in Niger care. My people that will even treat you with care. Everybody is a hero in their own story, though. That's true. Now the people will give you audience, I blame. No worry. This one is a comrade, savage. Let's look at if this thing is not true or not. I mean, it's too much. And I even heard somebody say, I know this woman personally. She can lie. She can lie for Africa. I saw that comment somewhere. We'll go into the world of movies now. In the world of movies, we have this one, Something About the Briggs. Something About the Briggs is a gripping Nollywood family drama written and directed by Bukola Ogunshola. The story follows the powerful and wealthy Briggs family, where beneath the polished exterior lies deep-seated rivalries and emotional conflict. At the center is Chief Briggs, played by Norbert Young, a patriarch whose influence looms over his three sons as they battle for his approval and inheritance. With an all-star cast featuring Wisto Dominic, Iyabo Ojo, Buki Wright, Stan Nze, Kenneth Okoli, Kalu Ikegu, and Liz Benson Amiye, the movie brings intense performances that make every scene unforgettable. Bukola Ogunshola dedicated 5 years to this project, ensuring high-quality production, stunning cinematography, and over 150 custom-made costumes that add to its visual appeal. The film strikes a perfect balance between drama and humor, making it relatable to audiences across different generations. Released right when the Valentine's season is around the corner, the movie resonates with themes of love and forgiveness, making it a perfect watch for both Nollywood fans and lovers of heartfelt family dramas. Whether you're drawn to powerful storytelling or stellar performances, this film is one you don't want to miss out on. When I was seeing this movie, I was like, wow, like Nollywood is going this far. It wasn't, they were not trying to project a Western culture to us. It was what you can relate with in everyday life, in your everyday life. I really love what Bukola Ogunshola has done with this film. It's beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a nice movie. And you know, the thing is, when you have people, all right, telling their own stories, like Nigerians telling Nigerian stories, I think it's more original, right? It's more authentic. When you try to tell other people's story, when you try to portray other people's culture, you wouldn't do a nice job. You wouldn't be doing the best job, because you can't tell their story better. Right, so it's better that you actually tell your own story. That way you'll be more original, more authentic. People will buy into your idea better.
Yes, that's right. You better just tell your own stories. And looking at the performances, I think for the first time in my life, I'm going to rate a movie close to 10. So I'm going to, now God get 10. I would have said 10 over 10. But because now God get 10, I'm giving this one, I rate this one a 9.8 over 10. Because the cinematography was beautiful. The color grading, excellent. The performances was just too good. Too good. It felt like out of this world, but in this world. It was just so beautiful. Look at characters like Stan Nze playing, you know, when you have sons who don't want to work. We have that in society. People who are wealthy just have children who don't want to work. They just want to, you know, always spend money without working to replenish the funds that they keep spending. And that was the character of Stan Nze. And then it also points parents to the fact that you train children when they're younger. Don't be when picking don't old. You will go begin the try to train them. It will not work. It won't do you good. So I think this one resonates with everybody, both people who are parents already and those who are intending to be parents. This one, it's a beautiful one. I'll rate it a 9.8 over 10. Bukola Ogunshola, my heart. I give you my heart. I love you from the very bottom, the depths, the bottomless of my heart. I love you so very dearly. Okay, so coming up next is our art segment, and today we are celebrating an incredible performing artist, a true star, one of Benway's finest. He is a musician, a comedian, a master of voice-overs, known for his unmatched creativity. I am talking no other than Mr. Shinku Teso, popularly known, I call him the youngest, the dopest Galala. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be back.
Keep watching Agate Television.
Keep watching Agate Televisions.
Big shout out to Agate Television, Sky's your limit.
Keep watching Agate Television.
Keep watching Agate Television, one of the best in the whole city of Makurdi. Peace.
Hello, my people. Keep watching Agate Television. Watch out for more.
Agate Television, we love you.
Special shout out to Agate Television.
Agate Television, you're the best. Shout out, peace.
Shout out to Agate Television. I love you. You're the best.
Best channel, all the fun,
the live shows, the best of the best you can get.
Agate TV, one of the best rising televisions in North Central Nigeria, which everybody should actually look out for. Keep watching.
Welcome back to The Buzz on Agate Television. We are now in the art segment, and we have with us Mr. Shinku Teso. I call him the youngest, the freshest, the dopest, the juiciest, the hottest Galala. It's good to have you on the show, sir.
Thank you for having me so much. Thank you.
You know, they break hearts already. I'm jealous. So I'm already jealous. So now our viewers will be saying, Galilia, we don't want to hear again. Let Oga Ernest and the youngest Galala take over. Me, I don't like those kinds of things. So why would people be finer than me?
You are blessed amongst men.
Okay. okay. So how do you? This one is. Let me start. Let me not make it too hot. Let me start. Let it rise small. Okay. So yeah. How do you balance singing, comedy, and voiceovers? And which one came first for you?
Wow. For me, I think they kind of intertwined.
Okay.
It just came naturally. I think when you are, if you did bless, you did bless. You understand? They just came in handy. They just came in together for me. I remember my formative years in primary school. I would sing, I would act, in school plays and stuff like that, and I also, just do funny stuff. I was always the, like I say, class clown, the one who was always making everybody laugh and being the sociable one. So those things just came in naturally for me. And then the environment I came up in. My father was quite a humorous person. My siblings were funny in their own way, and then I had very funny friends. So I had no choice but to, I guess, be the sixth man, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
So if you want me to kind of place a finger on what I did first, I probably would say I started with miming. You know how you play songs, you start miming to it, and then from there I realized I sabi sing, I sing small, and then I went into secondary school. And then we had this group called, I forgot the name, God's Army or something like that. Okay. Then we started with a cappella group singing and stuff, mixing that with acting and stuff. So again, to answer your question, I would say maybe acting.
Okay.
Maybe came in first because that was the first thing I did in terms of entertainment.
Okay.
So I would say acting, and then music followed, and voiceovers came much later.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
All right, and talking about voiceovers, we must agree that your voiceovers are quite unique. So what's actually the creative process behind them?
Oh, thank you kindly for that. I think at first it came from the need to want to do something creatively. Found myself in the United States, and then becoming a father, and then the need to stay close to my roots. Benue State and team and Africa and all that. I started craving something to do artistically. And then I'm a very good reader of character and stuff like that. So I'll look at movies and stuff like that, and I'll just tell myself, I wonder how this would sound. This will sound if I added and kind of like improvising and stuff. That's kind of how that continued.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and then talking about grassroots, has the Benue culture in a way influenced your artistry?
Absolutely. The Benue culture has been the basis for my artistry, a big chunk of it, because I started here. Everything where I be, everything that I am, comes from here. Benue gave it to me. Of course, God first, but Benue gave it to me. I get my inspiration from here. Even out there in the States, when I want to dig in and pull up something that is creative or funny, I take my mind back, I bring it back home to Benue. I'm like, what would this thief man or a dumber man or a giddy man do in this kind of situation? Typical humorously. And it always brings me back home. So yes, Benue has absolutely influenced everything I do creatively.
Okay.
Yeah, a big chunk of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, oh, what am I gonna do about? What am I gonna do about? You know, those kind of stuff.
That aspect too. That aspect, but it's all Benue.
Okay.
Nigeria gave that to me. I have to give it up. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So it's challenging to balance comedies, music, and voiceovers. That's because for music you need melody, and for comedy you need timing for humor. How do you make it work?
Well, who God don't bless, don't bless. If you don't be. For me, it's kind of like I like the challenge.
Okay.
I like the idea of, how do I say, I'm like a busy ant. I like the idea of having to do, for me it keeps me, I like the idea of shifting from, I'm a bit of a loner, by the way, so just a side note.
Okay.
People don't know that, but I'm a bit of a loner. So in my lonely time, and I'm very okay with that. In my lone time, I do a lot of experimenting. So I go from one, don't call me jack of all trades, but I just go from one aspect, one project to another, like that. It just keeps me going.
Okay.
So for me, while I'm doing a voiceover, a sound can come from music, and I'll do it. And then while I'm doing music, I'm like, oh, this would be good for like a movie or whatever. And I like the drum.
So even me too, I can come and do. What are you saying, man? What is doing? What is doing?
If you did, you did.
If you did, you did.
And how did you overcome it?
Okay, so let me confess something to you guys.
All right.
And I think it's the first time I'm doing this. My biggest challenge as someone who is blessed, I call an opportune, and been given the talents that I do have. I would say my biggest challenge is sometimes procrastination.
Oh, wow.
I have a huge procrastination problem. When I put out stuff, I do put it out, but sometimes, man, having to finish stuff. I have so many things lined up, yet undone.
Okay.
So my biggest challenge personally, and I'm confessing now, is that finish. So yeah, because there's usually so much juggling, in my head, my brain, and everything. So like, it's hard.
Yeah.
So that's my biggest challenge.
Yeah, I can imagine.
All right, yeah.
It's my personal demon.
Oh.
But that's all right. I'm working on it.
All right, it's nice to know that you're working on it.
Yes.
All right, and then what would you say is your most rewarding moment so far in your career?
My most rewarding moment so far, I've had some very grateful or very beautiful moments. I would say one of my moments was when I had a chance to perform at the Apollo. Back in the day, in the presence of Gladys Knight, Belle Biv DeVoe. I even got introduced by Tony Rock, Chris Rock's younger brother, and all those big Hollywood people. I won't give you guys the outcome of that, but it was beautiful. Just standing on that Apollo stage. But to answer your question, most rewarding moments for me, and I'm not trying to be, modest, but the most rewarding moment, honestly, for me is when I inspire people, when I tell people do this and they do, and they kind of like come back like, man, you told me this and it worked, and it actually made sense, and I followed through and it made sense. So for me, you just seeing smiles on people's faces when I do what I do, or when I see that look of satisfaction when they hear my music or when they watch my stuff and they're laughing, and it gives them this sense of healing, at least momentarily. I like that. And then the people that I've been able to inspire so far with the very little that I've done with my talent or my career, it gives me joy, like immense joy.
So it's just about giving,
Yes.
giving back. What you do, inspiring people around you.
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
Yes, it's beautiful. You guys should try it.
We certainly will. Okay, so how do you see the Benue entertainment industry evolving over the next, say, 5 to 10 years, or in the next couple of years? How do you see it evolving, and what role do you see yourself playing in that space?
Years ago, thank you for that question, by the way. Funny enough, years ago, and not to toot your horn, but I remember I came up with something called Adventures of Quimby, and you graciously blessed some of those
Yes.
with your amazing performances. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
But to answer your question, I remember during that period, this was some years back, I put up the pictures of all the cast and everybody, and I remember saying on Facebook, I said, watch out for these faces, these people, and they're going to be big and they're going to be wonderful.
Yeah.
So I think that prophecy is coming to fruition because, hey, look at you now. And then the other ones that are doing good, you know, you have the Karen Martins, you have Shima, who is doing amazingly well with his production and everything, and so many other ones. You have Edna Jones, they're all doing wonderfully well. I think that answers the question where we're going with Benway, with a projection. In the next 5 to 10 years, I think Benway, I know that Benway will be the biggest hub for Nollywood movies and production.
Okay.
And entertainment is already going haywire here, right here, in this our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So yes.
Okay. So
you can bank on it.
Okay.
Benway is going to be that place.
And we can't even wait.
Yes, me and you go bet to this one.
We're there already.
We'll go bet to this
We're
one.
getting there.
All right.
I mean, look at Agate. Beautiful. Come on now.
Okay, and so what do you wish people knew more about the Benue creative industry?
I want the people. I want Nigeria and the country as a whole to really invest in Benue.
Okay.
There's so much talent. I think in every household that has a child or children or kids, and out of every 5, 3 of them very talented. You guys can. I know you guys know that.
Yes.
It's either they can sing, they can very good creative writing or something.
Yes.
So I think that the world should look more into Benue. We have so much to offer. We just don't get those opportunities as we should.
Yes.
But we have so much to offer to the world.
Yeah.
Culture, anything. We have all of that here, right here in Benue. We don't have to look outwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. So let me talk about you on a personal level now. The youngest Galala. I don't know. There's something that it just does a number on me. I love it. I actually love it. So how were you able to grow this character? Or
Again, back to my clown. When I'm in that state of whatever, I was looking at it. I don't watch movies like everybody else does.
Okay.
When I look at a movie, I say, I don't care how serious the role is or the scene is. When I'm looking at it in my mind, I'm like, how this one will sound if you just put a twist to it. So I know some people, there's a little bit of controversy there because it's a very sensitive, you know, it's Jesus. And,
yes.
But like, okay, God created me with a sense of humor. So let me see what it will look like if I added a little twist to it. So that's how that came up.
Okay.
Honestly. I just sat down like, okay, let me give you the name. Let me give you this character name. Instead of the regular Barabbas or what his name was, the thief, I'll call him Youngest Galala. And I know the younger crowd can relate.
Yes.
So they're like, we sold that.
Okay.
Know? Yeah.
Okay. So your creative processes are, you're saying they're meant for just the younger?
Not necessarily. It's for everyone.
Okay.
But sometimes when I want to target a certain age group, I can do that.
Okay.
You know, because I can do it like that. You know, right? So that one was for everyone, of course, but it was more of, I wanted that age group. I wanted that younger to kind of like tap into.
Yes.
You know, and maybe inspire them to go watch a Jesus film. Who knows?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone who has not seen it before will say, okay, let me just go and see it because the youngest Galala, where is it coming from?
You know?
It was really beautiful, by the way.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so can you just do small voiceover for us?
Man, voiceover. Listen, I don't really know how to do voiceover just like that.
Okay.
But it depends on if I have if I'm looking at a movie.
Okay.
I'm let's say looking at a movie and I decide to say something over it or something like that. But
okay.
Spontaneously, sometimes it's just tough.
Okay.
Plus, I'm a little bit shy person. So.
Are you sure?
I really am.
Okay. Okay. So okay, that means you can do us a song. Yes.
So what should I sing? Let me see. I'll just sing something very short.
Okay.
I think it's by Temptations, and I like the song so much.
Okay.
It's called I've got sunshine on a cloudy day. When it's cold outside, I've got a month of May. Well, I guess you'd say, what can make me feel this way, my girl? I'm talking about my girl. I got so... I can't stop doing that.
I'm already feeling like the girl. Okay, so you sing beautifully.
Thank you.
That was a lovely one. I would say
Appreciate
it was a beautiful rendition. Now let's talk about the DJ Khalid.
Oh,
Yeah, I saw that one
Oh,
too.
man. So that DJ Khaled impersonation or skit
Yes.
came from, it wasn't stuff.
Yes.
It was him, and then it was Selects, the guy that actually shoots. You know,
Yes. for
he's
him.
another guy who's just full of inspiration, right?
Yes.
So they were all like, and then this other guy called Oversized. We all came together. He was like, "Why don't we do something about?" Or Momeno was like, "Why don't we do something about, DJ Khaled?" And that's how we just did that right there. We came up with that same day,
And
and we shot it that day. And
it's beautiful.
thank you.
Okay, so DJ Khalid, younger brother.
Yeah,
Okay, that's really
Presumably.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Presumably.
yeah. For the one say, who you say you be?
Before they come ask, go
Yes.
true. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you say is your ultimate goal in entertainment?
My ultimate goal in entertainment, I think, in terms of artistry, you never stop being an artist. If you're an artist, I think that's one thing that we need to get out of the way. You could be 1,000 years old, but if you label yourself as someone who performs, or you never stop being that. Even when you retire, you're always going to be considered an artist, right?
Yes.
The greats have done that. Have always been that. Michael Jackson, Prince. So ultimately, that's what I am. Big stage or not, right?
Yes.
Like I told you guys earlier, my goal is to inspire the Benue youth, who are the ones coming behind us, to look, hey, we can do this together, or you can do whatever it is you're trying to do, and be somebody. I want of this entertainment thing. I want to be able to inspire as much as I can and mentor as much as I can. Some of us are not getting younger, so we want to be able to inspire
Yes.
and mentor.
Okay.
Yeah, if I want to give me a Grammy, that's fine. But that's what I want to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at your creative process as an artist. How do you think it influences the lives of your viewers, your listeners out there?
I would want to believe that, for one, it gives them healing of laughter. Laughter is medicinal, right? Kind of. So I like the fact that my craft enables people to relate and laugh, and even if it's just temporarily.
Yes.
Say Headache, the warrior person, and they looked at my skit and they laughed. For me, that's very achieving, right?
Yes, it
that's very
is.
rewarding. So, and the fact that I have younger ones behind me who want to do what I do.
Yes.
They even know I have the likes of May Hunter. I have the likes of Baba Ye, who has always said that I inspired him so much and I mentor him. I'm glad he's doing great. So when I see people like that doing great, it gives me joy. Again, mentorship, inspiration.
Okay.
Yes.
So you were talking about the entertainment industry in Benue State growing so big in the next couple of years, and you were talking about movies being shot here.
Yes.
Are there movies you want to tell us about, or?
Yes, I have a couple of epics that I have in mind. That's
Okay.
gonna be crazy. It's gonna take a lot of dedication. It's gonna take a lot of people who know what they're doing. The cast and crew is gonna be superb. I'm working with someone, or talking to someone right now, who goes by the name of Teve Malo,
Okay.
and he is just an amazing person when it comes to production and stuff like that. So we are working on something.
Okay.
There's something beautiful coming.
Something big.
You go shock now.
I want to be shocked. We can't wait.
We're gonna fear our arrival.
Okay, so on the final notes now, what would you tell us something first before you tell our audience? What would you tell us? We are young creatives too.
Okay.
Yeah, so talk to us, then you talk to our audience, to our viewers
My
too.
children. No, I'm just kidding. For you guys, I would say I think you guys are exactly where you need to be right now.
Yes.
Learn all you can learn. Look at this as your formative stage. Look at it as work.
Yes.
Look at like this right here is your moment to learn all you can. I believe you have an amazing crew here.
Yeah.
You have amazing superiors here. You will not go wrong with, Emmanuel, Tiavia, MP3. Learn all you can learn. Absorb everything you can absorb. And stay humble. Because humility allows you that platform to learn.
Yes.
Even when it looks like you know it, just learn. Keep learning. You don't stop learning. Keep absorbing everything you can absorb, and I know the sky is not even going to be the limit for you guys. I already know. As you are the chukla, you already know. Then to the rest of the world, Benue especially, guys, keep going. Just keep going. Whatever it is you're doing that is right, keep going. Whatever inspires you to write, to sing, to act, to dance, to plait hair, to do whatever it is you do, just keep going.
Okay.
Keep going.
Thank you so much for making time to hang out with us on the bus today.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
I wish the program will not end though.
Thank you so
I wish we
much.
just keep going at it.
I appreciate you guys for having me here.
You're
So
welcome.
humble. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mr. Ernest, do you have anything to say to us, our guests, and we that are your guests here?
Well, I must admit, especially for the fact that Mr. Shinku has actually given us great words of advice. I think it's actually something worth considering,
Yes.
All right, so I'm actually going to heed to what he said, and then, of course, I advise that our viewers also actually heed to his advice, and I think it's going to really help a lot.
Yes, it is. Okay, so I think this is where we draw the curtain today for the curtain today for for the buzz. When you have and I just come with you in the studio, you need to look the part. I need to represent small, so shame no go catch me. So this is where we draw the curtain for the show today. It's been a wonderful time with Mr. Shinku Teso, the youngest Galala. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you.
And Mr. Ernest, Shano can take my carry our audience
Take
go.
your
No,
steez away.
not take my steez and Demure away from me. All right, so join us same time next time for another mind-blowing episode of The Buzz on Agate Television. I still remain your lady from Galilee, Nigeria.
And I'm Ernest Ate.
All right, so have a wonderful day, wonderful week, and enjoy everything you do. Stay out of trouble. We love you. Bye.